morning everyone, Primary 3 Math, second term 2021. Here we have Chapter 3, Lesson 90. Our objectives of this lesson, we will remember multiplication and division facts, we will solve fractions, addition and subtraction story problems, and you will write your own fraction, addition and subtraction story problem, and we will solve the various problems on it. Our keywords of this lesson, multiplication and division facts, fractions, addition and subtraction story problems, writing story problem, your own way in adding and subtracting fractions. Our tools, we will need booklet, pencil, ruler, and notebook. Here we have our revision on multiplication and division facts. We have here in the first triangle 12, 2, and what? If we see that 12 is the product of 2 by 6. 2 by 6 equals 12. And here 24, 3, and what? 24 is the product of 3 by what? Yes, by 8. Here we have 30 equals 5 by what? By 6. Here we have 42 equals 6 by what? Yes, by 7. Here 36 equals what by 4? 9. Here we have 21 equals what by 7? Yes, 3. So go to continue our multiplication and division facts. 54, 9 by 6. 18, 2 by 9. 48, 8 by 6. 56 equals what by 7? 8. 27 equals what by 3? 9. 81 equals what by 9? Equals 9. Good job. Here our engage. Now you know how to add and subtract two fractions of the same denominators. Can you now solve story problems about it? Let's go. Watch this video about fractions, addition and subtraction story problems, then back to work. Let's go to solve fractions, addition and subtraction story problems. Rana baked a cake and cut it into 8 like this. A cake cut it into 8 parts, equal parts. She ate 3/8 of this cake. If we add 3 parts of this cake, how much of the cake is left? Then left means I will subtract. I will take from the whole cake these 3 parts. Like this. If you write it in math, it will be 8/8, which is the whole cake, minus the eating part, which is represented by fraction 3/8, equals, put the denominator as it is, and yes, subtract 8 minus 3 equals 5. It will be, yes, 5/8. If we count here how many parts left, it will be 5 parts out of 8. Let's go to the next one. Yasser walked 2/5 of a mile yesterday and 2/5 of a mile today. How many miles did Yasser walk in all? Yasser, if this is miles, I distribute it into, yes, 5 equal parts because our denominator here is 5. Yes. In the first day, he walked 2/5. Then I colored 2/5. And second day, I walked 2/5. It will be like this, 4/5. Then, how many miles did Yasser walk in all? In all means I will do plus. First 2, yes, and second 2/5. Like this, 2/5 plus 2/5 equals, put the same denominator as it is and just add the numerators. 2 plus 2 equals 4. It will be 4/5. Okay, if you count here, it will be 4/5 shaded out of 5. Good job. And exercises. Here we have Russia had 6/8 of a packet of cookies, like this. 6/8 of a packet of cookies.
After she ate some cookies, I don't know how many, 2/8 of the packet remained. 2/8 is remained like this. These two parts only are remained, not eaten yet. What is the fraction of cookies she ate? What is the fraction? How many parts of these parts she ate already? If these two parts are remained, now the rest of these parts would be eaten. Okay, then I color them as an eaten part. Now, in mathematics, it will be 6/8 minus 2/8 equals what? Keep the denominator as it is and just subtract the numerators. 6 minus 4 equal, make 6 minus 2 equal 4 parts out of 8. Then she ate 4 parts out of 8. Okay, next one. Omar had a can of juice in his house which is completely full, like this, completely full can. He drank 7 of juice on the first day, like this, and he drank 5/7 of it during the second day, like this. Okay, what is the fraction of juice he drank on all? What is the fraction of juice he already drank? All these parts equals what? Okay, now in mathematics, we will write down 7 in the first day plus 5/7 in the second day and put equal. Put the denominator as it is, just as the numerators. 1 plus 5 equals 6/7. Then he drank 6/7 of his juice bar. Okay, thank you. Let's go to evaluate our work. Just press pause, then press play to listen to our explanation. Here we have Noha and Dam baked 2 cakes, like this. Okay, that were in the same size. Noha gave 3/4 of her cake to her class. Then she divided her cake in how many parts? Yes, 4 parts. And she gave 3 parts out of 4, like this. Then this fraction is called 3/4. Amr gave half of his cake to his class. Then he divided his cake in how many parts? Yes, 2 parts. He gave only 1 part out of 2 to his class. Then this fraction is called half. Which class received more cakes? Noah's class or Hamza's class? Which is bigger, 3/4 or half? Look at here, we have 3/4 and here we have 1 part. These parts they are more, yes, in area more than this. Then it will be more than. Let's take another evaluation. Just press pause, then press play to listen to our explanation. After birthday party, 5/6 of a cake was left, like this. We have a rectangle and divide it into 6 parts. Yes, 6 equal parts, and just the left will be 5 parts out of 6. This part is eaten already. Now, Mayanda gave 2 parts of the left cake pieces to Dina. If Mayanda just gave 2 parts out of these 5 parts, yes, to Dina. What fraction represents left parts with Mayada? These left parts will be how many? Now let's go to take, yes, mathematically. It will be 5/6 minus 2 parts out of 6. Yes, 2 parts out of 6. It will be 2/6. Then the rest will be, yes, with the same denominator as it is, just subtract the numerators. 5 minus 2 equals 3 parts out of 6. Good job. Let's do another story problem on fractions. Here we have a story about a bakery and Ahmed and Sharif's house. This bakery and there are, yes, Ahmed and Sharif. If Ahmed's house is 2/5 of kilometer from the same bakery,
we have Ahmed's house, this fraction part of 2/5 and kilometer, okay? While Sharif's house is 3/5 of kilometer from the same bakery. Here Sharif's house, this fraction part is 3/5 kilometer from bakery. Okay, which is closer to the bakery? Ahmed's house or Sharif's house? Yes. If we use here our comparing, it will be 2/5 is closer than 3/5. Then the closer to bakery will be Ahmed's house. Now let's go to evaluate our story problems. Press pause, then press play to listen to our explanation. Sarah's grandmother house. There is Sarah and grandmother house is 3/4 of kilometer from her house. If we draw our fraction part, yes, it will be divided into 4 equal parts and shed only 3 parts out of 4. Then grandmother's house will be here. And while Sarah's grandfather's house is half a kilometer from her house. If I draw a fraction part divided into, yes, grandfather's house, divided into 2 equal parts, and the grandfather's house will be here, just to cut one part out of 2. Then our question is, which house is far from her house? Far, not near, far. Grandmother's house or grandfather's house? Yes, it will be 3/4. Yes, it's far from yes, half. Then it will be grandmother's house. Good job. Well done. Now let's go to elaborate another kind of exercises. We have Sarah and her friend with a piece of candy. Sarah has a piece of candy. Okay, this candy she ate 3/4 of it. Then I will draw, yes, a candy bar divided into 4 equal parts because our denominator is 4. Then she ate 3/4 of it, like this. Now, eat. Okay, her friend Rehab ate 4 of it. Her friend Rehab eat how many part out of 4? Just 1 part out of 4. Who have eaten less amount of candy? Rehab or Sarah? Less amount of candy. If I look here at this candy part, it will be, yes, Rehab is less than Sarah. Why? Let's go to prove it. If I tell you why, you must explain using your hypothesis, using shapes or number lines. Shapes like this or number lines like this. If I draw my number line, divide it into 4 equal parts and just draw 3 only dashes inside it to make 4 equal parts. Okay, in the first number line and second number line, I will write the fractions, quarter or forces, 2/4, 3/4, and so on. The same in the second number line. Now let's go to locate 3/4 on the first number line. It will be here. Okay, and next one it will be fourth, just 1/4. It will be here. Then which is bigger? Sorry, which is less? Less. Okay, 3/4 or fourth? Yes, 1/4 is less than 3/4. It will be less than. This is our proof and our hypothesis. Now let's go to evaluate our work. Here we have a story problem. You just press pause, then press play to listen to our explanation. Here we have Nader bought 7/8 of a meter of wrap ribbon. Like this. Let's go and draw our fraction strip. Yes, divide it into 8 equal parts and just color 7 parts. This is the ribbon he bought. Here, if he used 2/8 of a meter of it, he used 2/8. Let's go and shade just 2/8. Then he used another 3/8 of a meter of it. Let's go and shade another 3/8. Now, number A, which fraction of used ribbon is bigger?
we have in use to record, we have 3 eighths and 2 eighths. Let's go and write down 2 eighths and 3 eighths. Which is bigger, 3 eighths or 2 eighths? Yes, it's 3 eighths. Let's go and write down smaller than 2 eighths is smaller than 3 eighths. Now, let's go to the next one. How many meters were left? How many meters were left? We used 2 eighths and 3 eighths. The left will be, yes, 2 eighths. From our fraction part, it will be 2 eighths. The left one will be 2 eighths of a meter. Good job. Yes, we finished our lesson. Let's go to our closure. Fraction story problems. First of all, we multiply. We have multiplication and division facts. Next, we used fractions plus and minus story problems. Here we have yes, you will write your fractions story problem and reduce your own hypothesis or your own way in adding and subtracting fractions. Our next lesson will be revision on table yes, 6 and 7 and the division operation and the factors pairs and the common multiples of 2 and 6 and multiples of 11 and 12. Good job. Bye.